Hey guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to Buildz. We are on part 10 of Let's Build this amazing looking villa. Have you guys been missing the series? It's almost been a month. In fact, I think it might have actually been a month since we had the last part of this. But you know, the mega yacht went down, kind of behind. Well, not a mega yacht, but it's a pretty decent sized yacht. And guys, I just took a little look around this place. And of course, there's a lot more, work done since the last part. I always do that. But how over the top is this place? I mean, a private island for a villa. He's now got a rib boat. He's got a freaking yacht with a private helicopter on the back. Your barbecue, volleyball court, trampolines, gazebos, insane swimming pools. Not to mention there's now a man cave below this thing. I mean, guys, this isn't going to be done for a while, but you will enjoy it a lot. And it's not, I guess, a sort of the Let's Build that you come back to every day like, oh yes, I need to continue with this part, because I don't really think that's going to be happening. I will say though, I am going away to New York very soon on work experience. I'm doing some architecture work, so I'm not going to be here. I have scheduled a hell of a lot of videos for you guys to watch. I think I did 16 videos in the space of about 4 days, just so you guys could, watch them videos while I'm away for the weeks that I'm doing some extended work experience out in Manhattan. But hopefully I'm going to be able to vlog that and you guys are going to be able to see that, and it should be pretty amazing because I just got a new camera set up. But getting into this Let's Build, because we're getting a bit off topic here, let's describe everything that has been done, and there's been a lot that has been done. So I'm not going to give you guys precise measurements. I never do, because you guys all have your own unique islands, but I'm going to give you guys the kind of spacing that's going to be needed. So you're going to want to start this one away from the house, probably about 7 away from this block of this kind of plant plot section. Yeah, that was correct actually, Alex. Let's just sort this out. And you're going to want to kind of make like an oval pad. Now this will just consist of normal grass and kind of striped lines of different lengths, as you can see, and just the normal sand that we have originally as basing. In between here, you're just going to want to randomly go around. Now don't put too many of the same items in the same area. You're going to want to spread them out nice and evenly like I have done here. You're going to want to get yourself out some ferns, some azure bullets, some white tulips. You can't leave these things out, they look amazing. Some oak leaves, some jungle leaves for a little bit of variation. Some fences which kind of represent little trees that haven't fully grown yet, so that I think that's quite an awesome little realistic touch. And then of course I think we have like 4 or 5 of these just like pre-made tiny little trees. So what you're going to really need to do here, guys, is build them about 4 or 5 in height, put a couple extensions out the side, and come up with your own kind of different shaped miniature derp trees. I mean, they do look pretty cool, right? But they're very simple to do, very easy. They help fill in the space. They made it look so much less bland, and they really do work. Now on the outside here, coming from the front entrance, we actually now have a little walkway. Now I'm not really sure what this goes to. I just guess it goes to just the ocean really, but on a normal house this would go to a road or whatever, but I guess he can pull his rib around here and he can hop in. And this is just following a kind of C shape. You start of course at the front entrance that we have there. It kind of wraps around like that and comes back to the very front of the building. And you're just going to kind of follow this pattern. If I just fly across, you can kind of see how it goes. Like I said, guys, not precise measurements. Your builds will all be a little bit unique, and I think that's what's going to make them really cool. You're going to want stone for this. You're going to want your oak leaves, your gravel, your ferns, your grass as your bullets, oak wood, jungle leaves for more variation. I think I said as your bullet, but yeah, you're going to need them as well. Some of this awesome stuff, podzol, which is kind of like dead leaves for the trees that have kind of shed their leaves. So I think that's a really cool little touch. And the most material that you're going to be using here is probably going to be the grass and gravel. Just kind of scatter this in this kind of direction going through. Then very occasionally add an oak block just facing upwards, an oak wood block just facing upwards, so you can see it like that. Around the outside, add a couple of fences, very spread out. You put too many together, it's going to look horrible and messy. And make sure that you place a little bit more grass and gravel. And this is going to be because you're going to be putting all your different, materials on top of that, ranging from ferns to azure bullets. So you're going to want to make sure that you spread it out nice and evenly. That is the key here, guys. And occasionally, just leave a hole in the ground. Now, this is Minecraft. We are very limited in what we can do depth-wise. Like, you generally have to go insane depth-wise to make something look really depthy, right? Or you have to go big scale. And these are just, representing small little bumps in the ground, really. Like you have just on a normal driveway, I guess, where nothing's really even, nothing's really completely straight on driveways. It's generally like a little bit bumpy, especially in England. We have a lot of that. So once you completed that section, guys, this is going to be a hard one to explain, isn't it? We have a massive custom-made waterfall that I came up with, which is a bit derp. It needs to be kind of landscaped into the surrounding area, because it kind of looks like someone just randomly went whoop and just slapped it down there. Like, it doesn't really blend in with the sand yet. It's because of the contrast between the green and this kind of very light yellow material. Just really have a different contrast, so it kind of looks like it's been pasted there. So what you're going to want to do is, I guess we're going to mark out the waterfall area first in the center, which is going to go about, I'd say, 15 blocks ahead of your barbecue here, just like so. And this area is going to be consisting of a circle, and you're going to want to start your circle here with some stone slabs just on top of the normal height of the land. And then this is 3, diagonal 1, diagonal 1, 3, diagonal 1, diagonal 1, 3, diagonal 1, diagonal 1, 3, diagonal 1, diagonal 1. So it makes a perfect circle. You're then going to want to dig down 2 in depth and just place some normal stone slabs and just continue them down so it's 2 blocks in depth. For the flooring, I use some chiseled sandstone in my texture pack that you will be able to download in the description, guys, and some normal bedrock to kind of go in this checkered kind of 1970s kitchen pattern, I think. I don't know, I took a look at some people's villas and some people's kind of traditional houses, because like I said, I didn't want to make this build completely 100% modern. Yes, it is very modern and very concept, but we do have a few small features which are traditional, and that's what I like about this build. It gives it more variation. So we have a kind of traditional base here with a very modern sculpture, and this just comes up from the middle block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in height. On the side here, we just come down by 1, and we start here, and this is 1, 2, 3. We come on the other side, and then this is just 4 in depth. And if we come along from this very block here, we come across by 1. This comes down by 1, 2, 3. On this side, if you come up from the ground 4 blocks, you're then going to want to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And you're just going to want to put water around it. Now you may be asking me, Buildz, how do you have so awesome water around that? Why is it not all derping out like mine? Well, guys, I do have a plugin on this server called Stop Lag, and all that really means is you don't get derpy water, you don't get sand randomly falling into the ocean. You can do cool things with like trip hooks that some people have been noticing that I'm doing, and it's just a really cool plugin. Like most of you guys, you don't have this. Try get on a server. My server will be up, in about 8 weeks time, so you guys will be able to come on there and build if you're good enough and you meet standards, and you will have this opportunity to use this amazing plugin. But it will still look good, guys, just not quite as cool as this. But I always try and show you the best possible option, and then of course the option for everyone else that can't do that. Now for about 2 blocks around this circle, you're going to want to place some podzol, and in between, randomly at stages, just add a tiny bit of sand. It just shows that it varies in materials a little bit more, and occasionally put a rose bush around in the circular pattern. Then around the outside, we're going to have about another 2 grass blocks just following the whole perimeter. And around here, you're going to want to place on the inside double grass tall. No, what am I on about? I mean double tall grass even, and large ferns on the outside. Now, leave a few spaces bare, because I found looking from the front it looked like a jungle. You could not see through it, it looked too thick, and it really did emphasize the fact that this was like copied and pasted down. It hasn't been, but it really doesn't blend that well at the moment because we haven't really landscaped it in. Getting to the right side now, I'm really losing my words today. We have a little custom rib design I came up with. Now someone was like, rib, like every single time I made a yacht video. I actually had to ban the guy off my channel because he was just pissing me off. I couldn't be bothered to listen to him anymore because he would literally spam my comment section with the word rib because he wanted me to build a rib so badly. Well, if he is on a new account or something, personally I just wanted to build one. That's why I said it in the original video. We have a new rib design. Now, I might do a separate tutorial on this. I don't know, guys. It just looks so cool, and it's original once again, which I'm very happy to see. And you're just going to start some fences around about here. Like I said, no precise measurements, roughly near the outside of the island on the right side. And this comes back to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then you're going to want to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gap. Come all the way back to the same length as this. And this is the same length, so that's, I think it's 11. Sorry about that, guys, that was my cough. But anyways, what you're going to want to do is just come out by 1, come back by 1, and then just place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these fences. Now coming forwards by 2 and across by 1, you then start with your anvils. You're going to place about 4 of these. Jump across 3 blocks, and then on the 4th block come out just by 1 more and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Okay, guys, now starting from this side, you're going to want to just, this is part of your sand island, but you're going to want to cut it in by 1 block, come across by 3, then cut in another one and just come across by 3 and leave a kind of platform here of just, sandstone slabs. And you're going to want to kind of slowly level that down into the ocean to create a more 3-dimensional looking island. Okay, guys, so once you've done that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and get out some bedrock or some black wool or whatever kind of cool black material that you have that will resemble a rib. Then some grey carpet, because we're going for that kind of black stealthy look. Some cobblestone walls, some black stained glass panes, some stone stairs, like cobblestone stairs for me. We're just going to hop up here now, and you're going to want to grab some signs, some quartz stairs, and what else do we need? Do we need you? Yeah, we do. Some mossy cobblestone walls. You want to place your first stair here, come diagonal 1, place another stair. Behind this stair, you want to place a bedrock, but on this side you're actually going to place 2 bedrock. Then, just across by 1, a stone stair, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bedrock. Then come in by 1 and come out by 1, and then you're going to replace bedrock. Now on this side, put a cobblestone wall. In the middle, put a black stained glass plane. Now this can just be a normal block of cobblestone, or it can be a stair, just for realism, really, just facing like that on the ground. So it's kind of like that streamlined shape, and that is symmetrical, guys, so you can copy that all the way just through like so. You're going to want to put grey carpet on top of the whole thing, except for these 2. And of course the little black stained glass pane at the back. You're going to want to put some signs facing towards the corner. I don't really know what they represent, to be honest. I just think they look cool. Then you're going to want to put some of this wood as flooring, and this is going to be 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be 5 by 3, and then just a 2 by 1 slot here. Now coming to the front of this, you're going to want to place some mossy cobblestone walls, whatever kind of gives you that stony wall kind of texture. My texture pack is available for download, guys, so you can go check it out in the description. I know I'm going to be asked that anyway, even so in this video, but you're going to want to place 2 of these here, then come across by 3 and come back by 1, and then just put some black stained glass panes on top, and bam, you have a pretty damn amazing looking rib. So starting from here now, just coming across by the side, you're going to want to get out some new materials. Some gravel, some sand if you mess up, some jungle leaves, some ferns. Oops, let's just get the jungle leaves back out again there. Okay, and you're just going to want to get out yourself some grass. And then just place that back. Then some azure bullets, because they just look so damn cool, right? I love these. They look amazing. I can see why Smithers Boss loves them so much, because they just look amazing, I've got to say. You're going to want some grass and some tall grass. And you will also need podzol, a few rose bushes, some normal fences, and say for a small area you're going to need a cactus, just like that, just a cacti. And the same rule really applies for making any of the paths on this villa. You kind of follow the same principles. You keep it simple, you space things out, and you make it look neat. So you follow a kind of line. So here we have it kind of curving around, back again, towards the kind of volleyball court, little pathway we have here. So it's just a mixture of gravel with a grass base, and then occasionally we have a few holes in the ground, just to represent bumps and, like, you know, a little bit of depth. On top of the grass, we put ferns. As your bullets, we put, in some cases, just normal grass, tall grass, and on about 2, maybe 3. Don't place too many of these. Near the tree as well, so they're in the shade, place some rose bushes. And then over here, I just used a cactus. I just thought it gave it a little bit more, you know, of a cooler look, to be honest. I don't know, it's kind of like a desert island, I guess. Makes it look slightly nicer. And then, you know, a few bushes just dotted around the outside of the path just helps, you know, give it a little bit more detail, and the same principle applies for these fences. And guys, that's pretty much it. Coming across here now, like I said at the start of the video, we're having a man cave, right? And the man cave, this is a secondary entrance, I think maybe for like the engine room or the power source. It's going to be powering this whole little, you know, miniature island, because it is, you know, just by itself. I have 3 stone slabs. I have 4 stone slabs on the back that are made into double stone slabs. Same on this side, and I just placed some trapdoors in the middle. Now this may not be doable for you guys, because I did use stop lag to do this. As you can see, it's a pure drop right down there, but you know, it's just for effect. So if you have to, just, you know, put some blocks underneath it, or, you know, do what you can to try and make it look as realistic as possible. If all comes to worse, of course, you could maybe have like a shutter kind of effect, where you have string underneath here, and you just put some carpet on top of them, so it kind of looks like it slots together in the middle. I don't know, guys, but you know, that's an alternative option you can have there. This little option, this little area over here, what I did was I just made a little grass area here. Put some of these little flowers in, some daisies, some tall grass, some azure bullets. I put some vines on the walls for a little bit of effect, some fences to represent a little tree that hasn't quite grown yet, and I boarded it off with some oak wood and some pressure plates on top, and put a couple of dead bushes around the outside to kind of blend it in with the surrounding landscape. And you know, it just adds to the whole kind of look of the place, the shebang of the place. Another thing to know, guys, I don't know if I didn't mention it in the last video, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway, because it is important, is just to go ahead and get some of these torches out, right, and just dot them around the pathway. Now, please space these apart. The key thing here is to space everything apart. Don't cram everything into the same area. Don't have 10 bushes right next to each other, because it will look crap. You have to space it out and neatly place it so everything looks right. And by doing this, it gives you a very, very nice effect at night time. If I go /p time night, for example, you can see how well lit this place is. As you can see, you can walk around the whole property at night time, and you know, it's not really going to be that dark. And for you guys in survival, good luck first of all. Hopefully it will keep them creepers away, but I don't know if creepers will spawn on a private island. I'm not a survival guy, but hopefully you'll be safe. So as you can see, this isn't quite finished yet, so we're not going to get down to that, but shablang. Look at that kitchen design. Me and Smith's boss decided to come up with a really modern concept design of kitchen, and we came up with this unit together. I chose the material because I just thought these pistons, you know, work so wow for the actual kitchen space in my texture pack, and just check it out, guys. It's a work of art, I swear. And we have these really cool custom seats. You would be able to do something like this, but you know, they're not legit. They're close to being legit, but they're not legit. We have a little lever to represent as a kind of what do you call it again, tap, and then we have a burning fireplace that came up with all the way down there, which kind of actually allows particles, generally allows particles to float through, which is really sick. And in here, you know, it's just a simple space for food storage. A pretty big food storage area, because you know, it's a pretty huge house. You'd imagine there's at least like 4 or 5 people living here. So what you're going to want to do is bear in mind, this is my texture pack. If you're using flows and you just want to stick with flows, you know, you like flows, whatever, use light grey stained clay. It will work amazingly for you guys. In default, use light grey carpet, maybe light grey stained clay, I'm not too sure, but this is the pistons on my texture pack, and I placed this one away from the wall, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. Then you come across by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Come across by 3, you come across by 3, and then on this section it's a 2x3 area of black stained glass. As you can see, you're going to want to dig down 3 in depth, put some netherrack bricks there, and then just light it up with some fire, and hopefully particles should, you know, come steaming up, and it really does look quite cool. As we all know, the top of pistons aren't the most attractive of things. I mean, look at that, guys. They're supposed to be modern fridges. So what I just did there is I just put some normal carpet over the top, and I think it looks pretty sleek. Right here, I think this is a Merlin touch of detail, but this is 1 block in, 2 blocks in even, 1 block away from this wall is what I meant to say. We have a little gap here where we have a cobblestone wall supporting a lever, because of course they're the same texture. And then we have 3 cauldrons representing a nice, bigly spaced sink. So it looks pretty smooth. And in line here we have a lavender painting from Flows HD. I just thought that was a nice little touch of detail. And we have 4 bar stools. So coming in by 2. On the 3rd block you place a bar stool like so. One sec, let me do it, guys. It's not actually like that. It's like that was weird. I can actually jump for a second. It's like this, and I don't actually think this will work, because Smithers Boss has some weird commands which stops redstone stuff. Oh, maybe not. So it should do that, and what you got to do is you got to dig it 1 into the ground, and you will have to come up with some legitimate lever system to get it working with redstone. Pretty easy, right? All you do is underground here, you run some redstone dust, and you just connect it all up to a couple of levers, leave them all on, and it should hopefully eject the levers up, because we've used stop lag here, and we've actually cut out the bottom part of the piston and replaced it with just this beautiful spruce wood flooring that is in my texture pack. The top is then coated with light grey carpet. I think you guys can do that. And then we have a sign on the back, which is not legitimate, but you got to admit, it looks pretty amazing, right? Now for the fridge design right here, bear in mind this is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. 4 blocks in, you have some just plain white stained glass fridge. This is 4 in height, 2 in width, and the 3rd block up is actually a quartz stair facing like that. And I thought, what would be cool? How can we disguise the side of this? Put some item frames on the side and just filled it in with a simple white map and some white carpet on top. Now you can do that, you can create a white map. People still don't actually know how to create them. You go to an area of any place on Minecraft, I think it's about 128 by about 128 blocks, and you fill that whole area with 1 white material. You take a map screenshot by just, you know, right clicking on your map as it's clean and open, and it will just show you a big white square, and that's how you do it. Pretty simple, pretty legit. So you come in from the 3rd block up, you come across by 1 and in by 1, and you place 4 blocks of bedrock if you're in Flows HD on my texture pack. In other means, use something that's black, and we have a kind of built-in TV unit, because you know, you kind of sitting at your kitchen, you generally watch some TV. Maybe the guys back here on the dining room might want to watch some sports channels, but they do have a pretty sick TV, which we'll get into in a second, to watch that on. And that's that, guys. Just coming up here. In between the units, so there's 4 on that side, you just have a quartz stair facing upwards, and just an all around trapdoor unit here just to support where we would imagine our food would be. In the corner here I came up with this pretty sleek design of side unit, which is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 2 stairs with some crafting tables, which in my texture pad look amazing in the middle there, with a flower pot on the 2nd block in with a white tulip inside. And in fact, let me just sort you out. There you go, looking amazing. So getting over here, I'm really proud of this. I think I did such a good job. But we have this really designer looking modern kind of dining room table, and you just come in from this block, right guys? So let's just make it clear, this block, you come in by 1, place spruce wood planks, and you leave this all the way up to here the same. So really the spruce wood is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 long. And it just has some stairs go onto the floor like that, all the way around. Sorry about that, guys, my cough is back. But anyways, getting into the seats now, you're going to want to leave a gap, place a seat. Now, the alternative to the non-wild edit, non-stop lag way is simply just put a quartz slab there. It practically looks exactly the same, and slap a sign on the back. For you people using wild edit or stop lag, this is 3, 4 in height of snow with just a sign on the back, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 seats on each side and 1 seat on the middle sections. The table is once again using stop lag, but I will also give you guys the alternative option, which to be fair still looks very, very cool. So first of all, with the wild edit option, the second block in on the middle, you're going to want a piston facing upwards on both sides. The middle will just have some quartz slabs like so floating in the air, with a flower pot on the very left side with an azure bullet in it. And then of course surrounding the whole thing with snow. Now, what is my keyboard doing? There we go. This is 2 from this side, 2 from this side, and just 1 on the outside, as you can see. Looks pretty cool, right? The wild edit friendly option is just have string around the outside and cut carpet instead of this. And the pistons, they are doable, like I said over there. You just got to redstone the place up. Now, built into the wall on this side, I decided to come up with some kind of modern wall art. So this is simply just wool. And then we have some obsidian, which is like a black stained clay for me, just a little bit cooler. And this is 3, 4, 5 in height, so the whole height of the ceiling. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wide, and this is your kind of like border. So coming up 2 in height, 2 in from this side, you're going to want to get some jungle wood and place this. This is going to be 2 by 3. Then you're going to want to get some quartz stairs, which is just 4 along. There's going to be 3 of them. Simple wall art, but I think it looks pretty cool. Then, getting into some nether brick stairs, you're going to want to have nether brick stairs. Did it just say nether brick slabs? You're going to want to come in by 3. You're going to place a 4 block there, and 4 block behind it. Then, just 3 slabs here and a 4 block behind it. Supported with some black carpet. Now, this wall is just black stained glass panes at an angle, so they just go diagonal 4 times, and they are 2 in height, 2 off the ground, which makes a curved TV. Pretty cool, right? I think that was quite a cool little touch. You know, you got to think of kind of things that are original, kind of inventive. I thought that was a nice little addition. So coming through here, you may have noticed that the inside layouts have changed a little bit. So you have 1 block of wall here. Come diagonal 1, you have 2 gap, some quartz just like that, quartz stair, a normal wooden door, and then just some wall. In here it's very simple, it's just a 2 by 3 room, just for some storage, and up here we just have some white stained glass panes with a beacon at the top, and some bedrock. Very simple, just a simple storage room. Looks pretty good though, right? Then from here we're leaving a 3 gap, then we're having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you're having a little door entrance. Once again, quartz stairs, quartz blocks, just like so. In here we have some block of emerald. Notice how I've changed it to the 1.8 flows prismarine block. I fell in love with it, guys. It's just so much cooler than the emerald on flows. We just have 3 quartz slabs on the back wall here. Some items with white map inside. Coming up by 2, you're going to want to have a lever, which is supported by this nether brick fence, just like so. On this side, it is just stone brick slabs. You're going to want to have 3 of them, a gap, and then just continuing all the way up to the ceiling. On the back here, we have a simple quartz stair, carpet, and then a white map. To come up with a pretty cool toilet design. I don't think I've seen this done before, so I may have been the first person to do it. Probably not, you know, how many builders there are out there nowadays. 3.5, so on the 4th block up, you're just going to want to put another stone slab there, just as a little support, with an azure bullet in, you know, just a nice little effect. And a simple furnace that is lit, with a cacti in the middle, just supporting a flower pot. Now this is a world edit option, so if you don't have world edit, just put a beacon up there, it will do the job fine enough. So guys, that is practically it. One thing, just a final note, is that I've changed all the walls from what they were before just to plain wall. Very, very simple. Until we really get a flow of design going, I think we're going to use this. It looks modern, it suits the house. I mean, you can't really go wrong. It's a very neutral material. It's just plain white, like just normal plaster, so it really works for everything. But the final thing to really cover is, if you come in by 2 blocks, you have 4 sandstone stairs. The 2 outer ones are faced outwards, and as your bullet plot just on the second block in, a torch on both sides, and then a symmetrical painting of that lilac. Pretty amazing, right? And then in this corner right here we have a fence, 3 in height, with a brewing stand, which is of course a like little hat hanger, I guess, coat hanger, I'm not quite sure. But anyway guys, that is the Let's Build out of the way. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have been awesome. Let's see if we can hit 50 likes, and please do tell me. I'm dying to know what you think of the progress of the house, so drop a comment down below. Give me some feedback. I'm sorry if there's not an amazing amount of uploads out in the next few weeks, but I will be in Manhattan, so I can't really do anything guys. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I thought I'd bring you guys something special. There are a few more uploads out there on the way, vehicle tutorials, a couple of awesome reviews by me and Smithers Boss that you guys are going to absolutely love. So pop a like, go subscribe for more content from me, Buildz, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. See you guys there.